Hey all, and here is Thursday. Thankful Thursday. Thankful Thursday. Thankfully full belly Thursday. Okay, so what we're making is tofu burritos. And I know there's going to be a whole whack of you who are going to go, oh, tofu, it tastes like crap. Actually, tofu has zero flavor to it unless you cook it in spicing. Vegetables, stuff that gives it flavor. Otherwise, tofu has zero flavor whatsoever. So, you will need packaged tofu, cup of salsa, pepper, cider vinegar, 1 cup of sliced peppers, 1 chopped onion, cumin, chili powder, cinnamon, salt, cider vinegar, olive oil, and I've already started cutting the onions. So, whatsoever. So, we are making tofu burritos. I am using diced frozen onions from Walmart. For those of you who want to save yourself a little bit of time, FYI, this is awesome. Awesome. It's not cheaper, but it does save you a tad bit of time. God knows that's always fantastic, right? All right, so I've already put the onion in the skillet already. I am going to sprinkle on the seasoning to the tofu and then just toss it into the pan. And since I am using the frozen onions, I am not using the actual real onion, so I don't have to cry. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I am just going to put all the spices on the tofu because tofu does not taste like anything unless you spice it up, folks. Bigger bowl next time. Okay, so after you add the seasoning to the tofu, you're just going to toss it into the pan. Yes, I know, was not mixed very well. Really? Does it really matter that much? No, because there's enough seasoning in there to kill a cow. So, we're putting the spices and the tofu in, and then we're going to go ahead and add the vinegar and let it cook a little bit, and then add the peppers for them to cook down. Once the peppers cook down, we're going to add the salsa, and we're basically done. It is a super, super, super quick recipe. So easy. So, got to add our cider vinegar, which is 2 teaspoons. I will have the full recipe. You'll see it in the description of the IGTV video, and you're probably wondering why I'm putting so much. This is a half a teaspoon. In the IGTV video, it'll be actually, you have to pull down to actually get the actual recipe. It'll show you there. For those of you who don't know how to do that. So like I said, basically we're going to let it cook down for a minute or two just to get the tofu to get some flavor. Now, this recipe I've been using for more than 15 years. It is one that I use when I get myself off track. It helps me get on track and really kind of stick to my nutrition. Plus, I really like the taste of it. It tastes really, really good. And the original recipe calls for black beans and corn. Black bean and corn salsa. I don't use black bean and corn salsa. I will add some black beans and I sometimes add corn to it, but me and corn are not the best of friends. So I'd rather avoid the corn completely just because it doesn't sit in my belly too well. But I just use salsa, regular salsa, mild, doesn't matter, medium, whatever. Whatever brand you want to use, make your own if you want to, but any salsa will do. Now, a couple minutes, adding the peppers. We're going to also add salt and pepper, and that is always to taste because everybody's flavor palette is different. With the tofu burritos, it's like tacos. You can go ahead and make it into like a lettuce wrap, or you can just put it on salad as a topper. It's very versatile that way. You can even make it almost like a sloppy joe. Like, you could also substitute the tofu and use ground meat if you wish, and use the exact same spicing. It will taste exactly the same, except for it will have a meat flavor added into it. But it's a very versatile recipe. It's very simple, very quick. It's no different than tacos, folks. but instead it's using tofu, which FYI, lower cholesterol, lower calorie, as well as if it's not red meat you're using, because red meat will cause or can cause bloating for some women, so including myself. So red meat, it'll reduce any, like using tofu will reduce that kind of thing. But it's very versatile, like I said, and I love using it as a go-to for getting my prep week ready, and then just have a quick, fast meal to make that I can make within 15, 20 minutes, because that's seriously how long this takes. You do more time prepping than you do actually cooking this. This is super, super fast. And it's basically a throw together and go. Because now I'm going to add the salsa. It's not quite a cup. It's close enough. But I'm just going to add the salsa. I'm going to let it sit for a few more minutes with the peppers in it, with the lid on. And then it'll be ready to eat. Now, if you're going to use corn, you're going to use preferably frozen corn. It actually keeps its firmness better when you cook it. If it's the canned corn, it doesn't, I don't know, for me, it kind of gets a little bit mushier than what I like. But anyways, so once that's done, all you're doing is plating it after. So really, it is a super fast prep meal to make that you can make while you're making dinner at any given time. And then that way you have lunches all week long, and you don't have to worry about getting off track and stopping at McDonald's or Tim Hortons. Just saying. It's a great way to stay on track, great way to stick to your nutrition. All right, give it a few minutes. I'll show you how we eat it. And here we are with the tofu burrito on a lettuce wrap instead of using a tortilla shell. Less carbohydrates, and we have our green pea guacamole. And go ahead and check out my IGTV next week, and I will have that recipe along with it. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely subscribe if you want to see the green pea guacamole recipe next week. Just saying, just saying. Eat up. Good stuff. Clean eats. Later.